Hello everyone, and welcome to MoraliQ. Have you ever felt like your dreams are within reach, but no matter how hard you try, you just can't seem to stay motivated long enough to make them a reality? You start with excitement, but before you know it, that passion fades, leaving you wondering if you'll ever succeed. Well, today I'm going to tell you the story of a boy who faced those exact struggles. He encountered failure after failure, but through one powerful thing, self-discipline, he turned his life around. The most incredible part of his story? Just when he thought his dream was out of reach, something amazing happened. The power of discipline. Motivational story. In a small town, there lived a 15-year-old boy named Aaron. Aaron dreamed of playing for his school's football team. Every afternoon, he watched his classmates practice, and he often imagined himself scoring the winning goal in a big tournament. But there was one big problem. Aaron lacked consistency. He'd begin something with all his enthusiasm, only to give up after a few days. One afternoon, Aaron mustered the courage to approach the football coach, Mr. Roy. "Coach, I want to join the team," Aaron said nervously.
Mr. Roy looked him over, his gaze assessing. "Wanting is not enough, Aaron. Can you commit to daily practice at 5 a.m. for a month?" Aaron nodded, full of confidence, unaware of the challenge ahead.
On the first day, Aaron woke up early, excited to begin. He sprinted to the field and practiced with all his heart. The second day was harder. His body ached and fatigue set in, but he pushed through. By the third day, however, when his alarm went off at 5 a.m., Aaron groggily turned it off and went back to sleep. Later that day, when he showed up at the field, Coach Roy was waiting. "Discipline is the foundation of success," Coach Roy said. "Without it, you'll never go anywhere." Those words stung Aaron deeply. He realized that his lack of discipline was the reason he often failed at things. That night, Aaron decided to make a change. He set small, practical goals. He moved his alarm clock far from his bed so he'd have to get up to turn it off. He laid out his practice clothes the night before, making it easier to get started in the morning. And on the hardest days, he promised himself just 10 minutes of practice. A week passed, and Aaron began to feel more in control, but then came the setbacks. His body ached from the intense practice, and his classmates mocked him. "Why bother? You're not good enough to make the team," they teased. Doubt crept in. "Maybe I'm just wasting my time," he thought. One evening, feeling defeated, Aaron confided in his older brother, Anil. "What's wrong?" Anil asked. Aaron poured out his frustrations. "No matter how hard I try, I feel like I'll never be good enough." Anil smiled and said, "Success doesn't come overnight. It's about showing up every day, even when it's hard. Focus on the process, not the outcome."
Inspired by his brother's words, Aaron kept going. He focused on smaller goals like improving his dribbling one week and perfecting his passing the next. Slowly but steadily, he noticed progress.
2 weeks before the team trials, disaster struck. During practice, Aaron twisted his ankle. The pain was unbearable, and he had to rest for days. Panic set in. "What if I can't recover in time?" he thought. His friends tried to console him, but he couldn't shake the feeling that all his hard work had been for nothing. Then, remembering his brother's advice, Aaron shifted his focus. He started watching football tutorials and visualized himself on the field. Once his ankle healed enough, he resumed light training. Though he couldn't fully play, he worked on his upper body strength and improved his game IQ. The day of the trials arrived. Aaron's heart pounded as he watched other players perform effortlessly. He felt small and out of place. "Maybe I'm not cut out for this," he thought. But when his turn came, Aaron took a deep breath and gave it everything he had. His passes were sharp, his dribbling precise, and his determination was clear. At the end of the trials, Coach Roy announced the selected players. When Aaron's name wasn't called immediately, his heart sank. But then Coach Roy paused and added, "Finally, someone who showed incredible grit and growth. Aaron." The crowd erupted in applause. Coach Roy approached Aaron. "You've earned this spot not because you're the best player, but because you've shown the most discipline and hard work." Months later, during the final match of the inter-school tournament, Aaron's team was tied 1-1. In the last minute, the ball came to Aaron. He dodged 2 defenders and scored the winning goal. The crowd erupted, and Aaron had not just earned a place on the team, he had become its hero. A journalist asked him after the game, "What's the secret to your success?" Aaron smiled and said, "Discipline. It's about showing up every day, no matter how hard it gets. Dreams don't work unless you do." Aaron's story is a powerful reminder that success isn't about talent alone. It's about persistence, discipline, and the courage to keep going despite setbacks. Whether in sports, studies, or life, consistent effort can transform ordinary people into extraordinary achievers. If this story inspired you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more stories that can fuel your mind and spirit. Thank you for watching. Until next time, take care and stay disciplined.